Good foggy, nippy morning to you. It's Wednesday, and looks like I timed things just right as they pick up the green cans across the street. And hopefully you can hear me, but I've had a bunch of things going on. Among them, I don't know if you noticed in last week's video that the extension cords were giving me a problem. I had to go run and get a different extension cord, so now I've fixed the extension cords, put new ends on them, and so I think I can get back up into the tree and try and get some of this done. Okay, I guess I kind of need to leave something for tomorrow. And that said, let's see what tomorrow brings. Good Thursday morning to you. Another late start, but if you ever had one of those days when it's just kind of like, which project do I get to first? Well, had some other stuff to deal with. Now I can get back to the garden at least for like a half hour. So let's see what we can get done as far as finishing the trimming of the tree, but also finishing the cleanup down below. So I think I'm actually going to go after that first. So I'll switch angles and let's get cracking. Alright, it's lunchtime, but let's see. Before, when I was looking at it, I could kind of see bits sticking out. It's still a little rough, but I mean, I'm not trying to make it perfect. I'd say that's good enough. And the real victory is the last couple of pieces I just got out. It's really hard to get to the top of the tree, but I think that'll do. Now, after lunch, maybe, I'll come and try and get it away from the tangerines so they'll get a little bit more sun. They'll ripen up and be really good. Let's see what the afternoon brings. And just like that, lunch is over. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to go after the stuff on this side, which is a little hard to see. Yeah, let's see if I come around this way. You can just kind of see it's sitting on top of the tangerines. And once I get the tangerines picked this year, I can cut back that tree a little bit too. So I'm gonna climb up this steep hill and see what I can do about that. Okay, I'm going to call that a little different. I don't know where it shut off again. I complained about being warm. So I let it cool down. Oh, I can see another dead bit of eucalyptus up there. I pulled down a bunch of eucalyptus, put a bunch of it in the garbage cans, and I can do this without shaking too much. You can see I got a couple of garbage cans in a pile. I already had a pile bigger than that. I already cleaned that up. So now it's time to finish cleaning that up, get all the tools, put them away, and call it a day. Let's go. Oh well, I guess this wasn't the day for video. But let's just sort of take a look. I got a bunch more out of there, threw it down the hill into a pile, chopped it all up, put it in a couple of cans. There was a little bit more over here. I'm going to quit for the day, but what remains to be done, there's one pot over there on the wall that I didn't trim. Then I can put all the pots back, because this is all basically done here. The only thing left with the tree, really, is that there's a bunch of deadness up in here, and I need to figure out how I can cut that out without making a gigantic hole in the tree. Or if it's just stuff that hasn't quite grown back, and maybe I can kind of neaten it up. But other than that, I'm mostly done with the tree. I really did free up and give some more sun to the tangerine. It would have more sun if it wasn't so big, but like I keep saying, once we pick the tangerines, I'll trim it back. And with that, I think we're done for the day. There's a little more to do down here. But yeah, let's see what tomorrow brings. Good windy Saturday morning to you. Getting out a little bit earlier. I want to finish up this corner. There are other things to do. Oh, I can see where debris has fallen. That'll add to the cleanup. But I still have that one pot that I need to trim. Wait a minute, where'd that one pot go? Uh-oh. More debris. More debris. And the missing pot. Alright, well, let's pick it up, see if it's broken, get the trimming done, put all the pots back where they belong, and then I've got these palms that I want to get trimmed. This one's okay, but this one's getting a little crazy again, so I'm going to have to kind of climb under it and cut off various leaves. Yeah, and that'll pretty much get this whole corner straightened out. I might even try and blow out some of the extra droppings from that tree. So let's just get cracking. And with that, we're done for the day. But let's see if we can't. There we go. Sorry, you may have seen my finger there. We'll start moving stuff back. I got to clean up the cord, but this is looking overall better. And I noticed that the tree, I wonder if some stuff blew out last night, and that's part of what I was cleaning up. Stuff that was dead. It doesn't look quite as dead right now. That could also be how the sun is hitting it. Let's see if I can come around. We'll just leave the tripod behind. Give you a little bit better view of that. Yeah, I can still see some brown in there, but I think overall it's looking better. Let's work our way across the street. Zooming out physically. So, yeah, I think that's looking better. And overall the corner is looking better. What I still need to do, but I can do this in stages here. I just wanted to get the weeds and the trimming taken care of. I'll work my way around the house, and eventually I'll come back out here and eventually put that curve of blocks in that I was planning. May have to move those rocks. There's all that to deal with. There's maybe thinning out some of the plants here a little bit more. There's grass growing in the bed again. Gotta get that, but this I think looks a little bit better. And you saw me switching stuff from one garbage can to another, mainly because I know that the big can would fit these palm fronds, if you want to call them that. And I had to get them, they were growing right up against that cactus, so I wanted to get them off the wall there. So overall, I think that looks better. And if you'll permit me, I think I want to go look at the onion and see how our early planting is doing. I think that's doing quite well, but it's, you can hardly see the yam, the sweet potato. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it was an experiment. So half of it succeeded, I guess. There's still carrots up there. At some point I got to go through and pick that. I got all this stuff. I think I have a new idea for what I'm going to do with the lower planter, but I'm going to do a little bit more research before I commit to it. So that is pretty much it for today. I got a bunch more stuff to do, but we got the place kind of cleaned up a bit. That's it for today. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Good Sunday morning to you. Well, pool is kind of a mess because of the wind, and I just put some more chemicals in there. I think it's about time I vacuumed yet again. It's not looking that bad on the bottom now. Not looking as dusty, if that makes any sense. Some clarity to it. But there's a lot of leaves, so time to deal with that. Oh well, you get the basic idea. It's looking a little bit better. Yeah, there's a little bit at the bottom. Just that whole discussion with Dad about what it's going to take to get this thing ready for the summer, thinking ahead. But what I have left to do basically is just sort of wrap up and shut things down, and I think that's it for today. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Good Monday morning to you. It's not too cold out, and a few days ago I picked, oh wow, I just noticed that one plant is just kind of creeping up and over, and a plane going by overhead. A few days ago I picked a bunch of oranges off the tree. They were ripe finally, and we ate a few. They were delicious, and then we squeezed a whole bunch. and we've already plowed through. So it's time to get a few more oranges off the tree, and I can think of 3 ways to get the oranges off the tree. One is to climb up there and pick them individually. 2 is to use the picker, which is this long pole with a basket on the end of it that you can use to kind of grab it and pull it off. And that's great for the stuff that's really high up and harder to get to. But there is a third method I'm going to set up and show you. And as the gardeners continue in the distance, yeah, we're not quite ready for method 3. I went up there. Method 3 obviously is shaking the tree. I had to kind of prepare things down below to receive what might come flying off the tree, but as it turned out, I only got about 3 or 4, so I had to pick some manually, which I was already up there, so no big deal. But yeah, we're going to enjoy some of those. With that, I think I'm going to wrap up for the week here because it's Monday and I've got to get everything processed to release by Wednesday. But I did want to say, as far as this part of the garden here, the plans are still continuing. Actually, I'm almost finished reading one book, and I'm going to be looking through another book while I'm dealing with some doctor's appointments today. Just kind of getting through some stuff and getting some good ideas for what I'm going to actually do. And my original plan has changed. This is why I'm not giving details just yet. But yeah, looking forward to this. A lot of that nasturtium is going to move, but it'll still be here. I'll tell you that much. And the rest of it I haven't finished planning out, so once I have the plan together, I can order up some seeds for what I don't have. I need to go through all the seeds I do have to figure out what I need, get some stuff ordered up, and then we can start building, and hopefully by the time the seeds arrive, I'll be ready for them. So that's it for today. That's it for the week. Take care of yourself, take care of the ones around you, and may your thumb be green.